What are some mistakes I have made? So in my initial year, 2019, I got into a lot of passive deals. And the biggest mistake I made was to invest passively with someone without doing my homework or due diligence. I trusted someone who looked really perfect on social media. In other words, have you ever seen anyone say, I really suck at this, but you should still invest with me? No, they make it seem like they are the greatest. I can do this. I can save the world. I can turn anything into a profitable business and make you tons of money. And so I believed all of that propaganda because I really wanted to establish a strong relationship with local people in my Dallas area with a strong construction background. So for that, I was willing to go invest in their deal, see how they went about it, and have a strong connection for future opportunities. That was my goal going into this. And what happened was, even though they had a strong construction management background, that's not the same as comprehensive asset management, right? To be able to look at the financials fully, to do your due diligence beyond the physical due diligence, to do lease audits, financials, address delinquencies, etc. Like when COVID struck last year, we stopped all capital projects, right? We stopped all our spending and held on to our cash during the first, second, like since March to about July, August of 2020, when COVID was at its peak. We just, cut back on all expenses except the ones that were essential. This project, on the other hand, in which I invested passively with this construction manager, the difference was that this is how he makes money, is by getting all these construction projects awarded to his company. So what happened was, just kept spending millions of dollars. Imagine exterior paint on a portfolio of 1,000 doors. How expensive is that project? Imagine doing full interior upgrades to the tune of $7,000, $8,000 per door on hundreds of doors while your delinquency is rising. So the lack of asset management experience and the need to make money for the construction company. So those are things I need to look at more closely. So when you're given your private placement memorandum as a passive investor, read it closely for disclaimers. Do these syndicators, anybody on the GP team, go ahead and make a lot of money on this project, regardless of how well the project performs, right? Because their construction management is getting money. Their, property management is getting money, as an example, right? So whether the deal performs or not, the syndicator is still making a lot of money. So that's a red flag for people to remember, because what they did was they spent all this money March through June, and then in July they made a capital call. We all got investor emails to contribute to this capital call. And then when they realized that our shares were going to get diluted, they made it separately as a member loan. So that's why I say before you invest or partner with someone as a GP, before you agree to raise capital for someone, before you invest passively with someone, get a list of all their deals and ask for a passive investor from each separate deal as a reference. And say, I need to talk to these people, just like you would with a contractor before you do a remodel in your house, right? You talk to people for references. Why would you invest 50K with someone without doing this due diligence? So that's my biggest free advice from my mistake that I can give you.